Well, Merry Christmas. And no Christmas is complete without a lot of eating. That is certainly my Christmas tradition.
And you wouldn't know what to look at.
But we're going to make something healthy today. This is actually what a lot of people eat, a lot of fruit at Christmas time. And usually, and a lot of chocolates. So we're on the fruit, and there's a way that, I mean, this looks beautiful. I mean, let's face it, this is art here in itself. But there's a way that you can actually make fruit into your own piece of art and make it an appetizer that you can have when you're entertaining people and you maybe just want to have a place where people can graze. This is perfect. Okay, so let's get started. I've got all of the basic fruits that you see in the grocery store at this time of year. Anyone know what this is?
I know, and I was just going to ask you about this. What is
this is persimmon, and I'm going to get you to start chopping that.
Okay.
Maggie, if you could get going on the grapes here.
Okay.
What do you want me to do with the grapes? Well, basically, we have beautiful varieties of grapes at this time of year, and they're wonderful on a fruit platter. Okay. So if you could just clean those up with some scissors and start arranging them on the tray, that would be great. Persimmon, slice it thinly and see what you'll find. Okay, check that out.
Oh, there's a star in the middle.
You've got a star. It's Christmas time. You've got your Christmas star. So and the colors, you cannot beat those colors. So they really
skin on and everything.
You keep the skin on. It tastes kind of a cross between it tastes a lot like an apricot actually.
Oh, okay.
Cheryl, I'm going to give you a task.
Oh,
this,
no. Not that.
this is one of my favorite Christmas trees. And it's a pomegranate. You see these in the supermarket. So I want you to start.
Oh, Lord. It's a good thing I'm not wearing white. Everybody knows how these things just like completely.
Yeah. Okay, well, before you go any further, and this is why so many people don't buy pomegranates. They're afraid of splattering it. I've done it myself.
Wall, the floor, your clothes.
My wall has been stained by pomegranates.
Oh,
yeah.
Like the crazy
There's
chef.
a little trick you can do. What you want to do is score it. So that just means cutting it in 4 slices, just off the top, not too deep. And do it at the other end, too. And then, beside you is a bowl of water. You'll see why. Okay, don't cut. See, and that stuff stains. So what you want to do is now, underwater, start pulling it apart like an orange.
Okay.
And that's probably good enough, Bridget, for the persimmons. That looks beautiful. That's beautiful. So how I start off with is usually a pineapple. You want a centerpiece for your platter. Pineapples are great. One little trick I learned is, when you're picking a pineapple, it can be very daunting sometimes to know if it's ripe. How do you know if it's ripe or not?
Oh, that's a great.
Squeeze it? It's
No, I learned this from a produce manager. If the leaves come out very easily in the middle, it's ripe.
Oh, wow.
It's perfectly ripe. So you don't want to waste your money on an unripe pineapple.
Right.
So what I've done is I've chopped up the pineapple. I've used the top as the centerpiece. And what I do is I take some of the skin off of it, leave some of the skin on. It's just a nice decorative piece. Again, you're just using fruit as decoration. Itself is artwork. Okay, now you want to start arranging your grapes a little bit.
I hope I did a good job.
You did a wonderful job, Maggie, but we just want varieties of colors. So think colors and textures and how you arrange that, okay?
So where's the persimmon going?
Okay, the persimmon, I put them in between the,
Okay.
because you want the colors. Think about the colors, where they're going to pop. It's fashion, you guys.
Oh my God.
It's fruit fashion.
That is such a Denise statement.
And you know what? It is fruit fashion. Okay, clementines, that's another piece of fruit. I've already pre-peeled some. Yeah, you can just, and the trick is to just here, Maggie, if you want to just chop those, just clean those up a bit. They just really add color, and people love clementines. I know I love them. You can even put some whole ones on if you want.
Okay.
How are we doing in the pomegranate
That's
department?
going to take a little while,
Yeah,
it's good, but it's good.
But you know what? The great thing is you haven't splattered any on your outfit, right?
That's true.
So that is
That's why I'm
very
wearing black. No, I mean,
yeah. Grapes can take up a lot of your bulk. And what my suggestion would be is maybe you don't want all of your fruit on the platter at once. You can always replenish because you want to really bring out something and leave a lasting impression on people. Impress them with your fruit. So I'm just going to move that over. Leave this for replenishing. And we're going to get, if you could actually put a few pineapple pieces on your Maggie, that would be great. Just arrange them how you feel inspired to. That's the wonderful thing about fruit.
Okay, so what are you cutting now?
Okay, this is my favorite, one of my very favorite indulgences in the holiday season. Fresh figs. Not always easy to find in your supermarket, but they are there. And they are an elegant, beautiful fruit. People love fresh figs. And even, and again, you have almost that star pattern that's very beautiful at Christmas.
That is gorgeous.
And when and it's so easy. You just cut off the tops and bottoms, And you can even cut them in just halves if you don't want to do the fours.
And
Look at that. I mean, that's just a beautiful piece of
and
fruit.
with that, you make one of my favorite appetizers, which you made many times.
Yes, well, I will. I'm going to get started. Maybe while you guys arrange the rest of the fruit,
Okay, we'll do that.
I can get started on showing you another appetizer here that we have. Figs and prosciutto. Here's an example of what the finished product looks like. This is a great appetizer to have, and this is wonderful for dinner parties when you just want to make your guests feel very special.
And it's
So
easy.
It's very easy. So let me just take a. Okay, so all I'm going to do is cut off again the top and the bottom, just like what we did with the fruit platter. And you just want to be very careful. You score it again. There's that word scoring. So you're making a cross, and then you just unravel. You just unravel the fig. Like almost like a starfish. Kind of looks like a starfish.
Beautiful.
And you just let it come out. Then you want to take prosciutto. And honestly, girls, buy the best prosciutto that you can afford because this is what makes it so rich and flavorful. Okay? So you just layer on your prosciutto. And then what I've done is I've taken balsamic vinegar. It's something that most of us have in our cabinets. And a real simple trick, boil your balsamic vinegar down to half or even a third. It's a balsamic reduction, and it gets sweet as it boils down. And it makes a beautiful decoration.
And it is delicious,
And
too.
it's
Like,
delicious,
so good.
and
When I eat that, it just looks so beautiful.
And you put this on your figs, you put this on your prosciutto. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is.
You
Wow.
give it
Awesome job, Denise.
you give a little sprig of pepper here, and you've got a perfect appetizer. So here we see pomegranates strewn about like diamonds on our fruit platter. We've got the persimmon. You take some blackberries to give it just some more color and texture. And I mean, this is the kind of fruit platter that I would want to eat at Christmas time.
I agree.
Gorgeous. Good job.
Thanks. And for more recipes and see how you can do this, just log on to our website at crossroads.ca. Merry Christmas. And no Christmas is complete without a lot of eating. That is certainly my Christmas tradition.
And you wouldn't know what to look at.
But we're going to make something healthy today. This is actually what a lot of people eat a lot of fruit at Christmas time. And you usually and a lot of chocolate. So we're on the fruit, and there's a way that I mean this